Pippen thought about a three. Now it's Michael. Spinning, shooting over Wesley, and there's his first basket. Wesley from Divac around Pippen into the lane. Rice, 3 on the 24. Had to force it on the run, and Michael got a piece of it. Harper's open. Michael takes it himself, and Wesley fouled it. Scotty has it.
3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Michael for 3. That's better.
3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Pippen against Fields with the hook over it. Down by 15. Jordan to the baseline for the slam. Michael from Rodman had to change it, hit it, coming to the line.
Same play on the right side of the court. They ran it on the left side of the court. Now Rodman and Jordan come back and run the same exact play on the right side of the court.
3-point possibility. It's Pippen, and it's short. Michael chases it down. Off the glass, and the Bulls are in front.
Yeah, loosen that up from the outside. He's such a beautiful shooter.
Jordan answers at the other end.
And he backed up Kenny Anderson. And I remember Chuck Daly telling me to look out for this kid because he thought he would be a very good pro.
Jordan's turnaround in the lane is there. Jordan got it, +1. How quickly did he shake off the banged up knee? Still Chicago by 5. Jordan makes it 7. Michael comes back around Curry. He can win a game all by himself. Here's Pippen. Hits the fadeaway jumper. Michael from Pippen. Left hand. Oh, yeah. Pippen. Got it.
Then Scotty get his also.
In talking to Dave Cowens, he told us earlier that he may use this game just to see what happens. Wasn't that a beautiful dish by Jordan?
Behind the back to Rodman, who gets the lay-in. He has 7 off the Michael assist. Kukoc gets in on the act just before the game ends. Dave Cowan's team had a shot at it. In fact, they were controlling the flow of the game in the first quarter, but it's Phil Jackson who's smiling at game's end. His team now 4-0 in this year's playoffs. Let's go to Ahmad.
All right, thanks, Bob. Michael, a strange game, down by as many as 15 points. Finally, you find some rhythm and able to put this game away.
Well, you got to give Charlotte credit. I mean, they've been playing. So they came in with a lot more intensity than we did at the beginning of the game. We've been sitting out for a couple of days. It took us a quarter, maybe a quarter and a half to get ourselves back in the rhythm. And once we got in the rhythm, we kind of wore them down. You can tell they were a little bit fatigued. Mason really looked tired after a big game he had against Atlanta. So, you know, we kind of kept the pressure on them, and they missed some big shots on the outside. So they got 2 days in between games. Expect them to come back with a lot more intensity.
Before the game, you told me that you're a little leery of this team because you guys really weren't that familiar with them.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really been healthy all season long. I haven't had a chance to go against Fields as often during the course of the season, and you know, right now they're still not healthy with Geiger out, but you know, we got our team back now, so you know, it's a matter of just going out and get a feel for this team and you know, taking advantage in the series.
After a game like this, you must feel a little bit more confident in this series.
Well, I think we got a better feel than coming into the game. I think we're going to go back and look at the films and see where we have to make adjustments and how we have to continue to improve as a team. You know they're going to make adjustments after 2 days, so I mean, we have to be prepared for that.
All right, so congratulations on a good game. We will see you next Sunday.
To get him to get his second technical.
MJ from 17 hits. Almost 4 minutes gone in the first period. And the Bulls fans start to make some noise regarding that point. Scotty with the fade, stops, fades, and hits from 15 feet. Scotty gives it back to Michael. Pitt wanted it back. Now pops out. Inside it goes to Luke Longley. MJ is the rebound, 17-11. Charlotte got Bobby Phills for this express purpose of guarding Michael Jordan because they thought that the playoffs ran through Chicago, getting to the finals. Inside for Luke. Inside. Yeah. How about that? Big guy with 2 buckets here. Michael with it on the wing. Rodman up high for the screen roll. Phills came over to help out.
All right, he's got Lottie. Now move up. Clear out. He wants to clear out.
Top of the circle jumper. MJ knocks it in. Luke kicks it out to MJ. Top of the circle jumper. And all of a sudden you see the swagger back, John. Michael fakes the shot. Little rocker step. Got him in the air. Now from 15. Good.
Michael with 10 points.
Fresh shot clock for the Bulls. And again, Scotty down low with the post up. On top, MJ, top of the circle. Jumper is good for Michael. Watch it here. The Bulls very good at this kind of a scenario because they hit him a lot of times. Oh, yes. MJ hits the runner as the buzzer sounds.
Mason out on Michael.
Him, top of the circle for 3, and it's good. Michael comes up with it. MJ pushes it up the floor. Luke runs hard. Michael bounces it to the big fella. Oh, yeah, how about Luke? Phil Jackson wanted a timeout. Charlotte leads it by 5, 68-63. MJ inside. Got it, counted the foul. The Bulls needed a basket. Where do you go? MJ. 70-65. 4 minutes left now. MJ spins. Oh, what a move by Michael. He does it again with the layup. 72-67. Hornets with the lead over the Bulls. Coming up on 3 minutes left. Remember, Game 3 Friday here on Fox. And a fadeaway jumper by Michael. MJ on the right side fades and hits. 3 minutes. 17.8 seconds left. Bulls trail by 5. So you don't need the 3. You need 2 baskets. Michael drives inside, looking for Luke, who lays it up and in with 11.4 seconds left. Luke taps it out. MJ gets it over to Tony, and that'll do it. He hits the 3, but it did not matter. The Charlotte Hornets have defeated the Chicago Bulls here at the United Center, 78-76. They've tied this series at 1 game apiece.
From the field, but Glenn Rice averaged 25 against the Bulls in the regular season here.
This is it right there.
Jordan goes right around Wesley.
Pay attention to Divac. He's all over the offensive board. Just watch this quick move right here. See, there's no size factor. There's no strength factor. Michael is not going to let
to go in the opening quarter.
Now, you've got to watch out. The Bulls have got to watch out for that because they release guys in game 2 also. You take a shot from the top of the circle, they're releasing.
Jordan beating Harper and a good play by the Bulls.
Cuts, and Wesley was holding him up under the rim.
It's amazing how Dave Cowens devised the defensive strategy in game 2 on the bus coming to the United Center the other night, and then he had to sell in the paint thus far in a 2-point edge for Chicago. Michael Jordan trying to use a screen from Luke Longley does, and he's got it. So Jordan now with his second field goal has 4, and the Bulls are up by 3.
This is so important. They're holding Chicago to 1 shot. This is one of the top offensive rebounding teams in the league. You get that and get it out, you can score on them.
Michael Jordan gives the Bulls the lead again. Hornets back-to-back 50-plus wins for the first time in the franchise history. Longley in the low post against Divac with the hook shot. And it goes. He and Phil's are second to Glenn Rice's 14. Bulls lead by 7. And Michael Jordan going baseline with a great move inside. And Jordan now leading the Bulls with 10 points. By the way, the Hornets have gone to the free throw line only once before that last sequence. Michael Jordan with a high shot. Jordan with 12. You don't think they're going to get him mad now, are they? Two-man gang for the Hornets as B.J. Armstrong has replaced David Wesley at point guard for the Hornets. Here's Michael Jordan with the jumper. He's got it. Jordan with 14 points, his first of the second half. Bulls situation with Pippen in the open floor, guarded by Glenn Rice. Here's Jordan with a turnaround over Armstrong. He knew he had him. And Michael Jordan now with the basket has 16.
That was a nice move, Dick, mainly because Dennis Rodman came right over and challenged that shot.
5 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Curry in the game for the Hornets. Rodman inside, and he makes the basket. He was all alone waiting for the pass, and he converted. Dennis Rodman has 4.5 minutes remaining in the third. The Bulls lead by 13, trying to open up their biggest gap of the game, and Michael Jordan trying to do it, and does. 70-55, a 15-point lead. Timeout called by the Hornets. Michael Jordan has 20, and the Bulls do. So Dave Cowens looking for energy from somewhere to get it going. Steal by Jordan, and he's tripped by J.R. Reed.
That was beautiful. Michael Jordan's man went to the basket, and Michael let him go and came right back and gambled on this pass. See, Michael is going. Watch him go out of your picture. Now here's the pass. Here he comes. Excellent anticipation. Before Michael went to baseball, his first 9 years, their major plus for them is that Rodman or Pippen can bring a ball up.
Pippen found Jordan and went back door, and it took a little while before the Bulls got him the ball, but Pippen finally did. And the final score, 103-89. Time runs out, and the Chicago Bulls did what they had to do. They went on the road, and they got outstanding defensive play. And they were in sync offensively as well, and win going away over the Hornets 103-89, and now lead 2-1 in the best of 7. Let's go out now to Craig Sager.
Well, Michael, this was the first must-win game, I guess, so far in the playoffs. How'd you feel your team played offensively and defensively?
I think we played pretty well. I think this team is going to come in with a lot of enthusiasm and motivation with the home crowd. But I mean, we came in with a better focus tonight, and I think we played pretty much our game. It got kind of ugly down the stretch, but for the most part, we did what we had to do.
The comment by Jerry Reinsdorf that he plans to keep the team intact if you win a championship, was that bad timing or was that good timing and it relaxed you guys?
Well, we can't really worry about that right now. I think our focus is to win the 6th championship, and whatever happens after that happens. I mean, he has a prerogative to say whatever he chooses to say, and when the season's over, I'm pretty sure we all sit down and evaluate the situation.
All right, thanks, Les.
Were so important in the Hornets' Game 2 win at Chicago. We're held to 2 points between them while being guarded by Michael Jordan in Game 3. Here's Michael's first shot. Ties it at 2. What does that say about Mason's mentality?
Well, as a coach, you need to prod your guys any way you can. Doug knows that.
Michael's turnaround is good.
That's why I'm sitting here.
As we come back, the Bulls trailing by 5 have Steve Kerr on the floor for the first time. Michael fades and fires over Mason and drills it. Here's Kukoc. Michael with some room, and he's got 8. Divot's in the lane, draws 3 defenders, and Pippen pokes it away. Kerr picks it up. Here's Scotty at the other end from Michael. Phils backs away from Michael, who's not a 3-point shooter anymore. Kukoc is.
6 open shots in Game 3, 15 of 20. J.R. Reed buries 2 open looks.
Longley, good pass to Michael. Michael over Mason, got it. For the record, Michael Jordan with 12 points has now scored in double figures, at least 10, in 1,001 consecutive games, regular season and playoffs combined. And here's the steal. Racing with Reed. And count the basket. Well, 2 Tar Heels in a foot race, and if you're going to wrap Michael up, you're going to have to do it a bit more aggressively than that because he left his arms free for the layup.
Well, if you're going to wrap him up, you wrap his arms up, not his legs. He shoots with his arms. Look how strong Michael is, and he just finishes the shot and the opportunity now for the 3-point play. But again, how many times have we seen in this game the Bulls get down 4, 5, or 6 points, and with their defense get opportunistic, easy scores? That's when they run. They're not a team that runs for 48 minutes. They pick and choose their spots.
And the first thing that I noticed about this graphic that would just flash up there is that it's his first first free throw of the night with 4:25 to go in the second quarter. You got to keep scoring and you got to keep attacking. They came out in the first quarter and they were attacking. In the second quarter, they didn't attack as much.
Luke Longley takes it right to the hoop, heeding the advice.
That's a set play right there coming out of the...
They made a quick move to the basket.
Wesley has it shoved back in his face by Harper. Here come the Bulls. Michael pulls up over Divac and has it. Pippen over Rice. Got it. The pass intended for the cutting Rice is picked off by Rodman. Michael around Divac. Rodman with his 12th rebound of the night. Jordan had to muscle that one up. Their ability to win on the road actually keeps the Bulls off the road. They now have the possibility of closing this thing out, assuming they win tonight, by winning Game 5 at home, which would mean they've gone through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs as Michael connects. Michael over Rice. Count it. 16 boards for Dennis. Jordan the pull-up. 29 for him. If it hasn't already, Kukoc with the steal. The dish to Michael, who has 31.
I think that they had a chance today to maybe even this series at 2-2. And I think that the Bulls have just taken their heart with these 2 home wins, that they've come in and taken their heart. And that's what the Bulls do to you.
Dickie Simpkins' basket concludes the scoring as Corey Beck misses at the buzzer. The Bulls win it 94-80 and had a lead of upwards of 20 before they pulled the regulars. That's the way the Eastern Conference looks right now, and we go to Ahmad Rashad.
All right, thanks, Bob. I'm here with Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman. Michael, the Charlotte Hornets started out with a lot of intensity. You guys were able to match it in the first half.
Well, when we're on the road and the team's backed into the corner, the first thing they're going to do is come out with a lot of energy, a lot of motivation, and all we have to do is sustain that, keep our poise, and get ourselves back into the game. By the first quarter, we were right back in the game, so we took that best shot early on.
What was the difference in the third quarter when you broke it wide open?
I think our efficient defense, our overall offense, we kept putting pressure on them, and they never really respond.
All right, congratulations to you, Michael. We'll see you.
Thanks.
And they played their best basketball in all of the playoffs so far on the road.
Well, if you look at the Bulls' wins, Dick, they won by 13, 14, and 14.
And they finished off the New Jersey Nets in the opening round of the series with a very impressive road win as well. Here is Michael Jordan, and he gets the Bulls underway.
But unfortunately for them, in quarters 2 and 3, that's where the Bulls catch up and move ahead.
Mason guarding Jordan, and Jordan hits the shot. Jordan score. And Wesley has his shot blocked by Luke Longley. Michael Jordan hits. And Michael Jordan, with a strong start, has 6 of the 8 Bulls points.
Coaches, everyone voted him by far #1. Now, he is quicker tonight, Dick, for whatever reason. He's stepping out.
And Michael Jordan, the biggest lead.
Now, during the year, Rice shoots 46% from the floor and 43 in threes, and we're seeing it here in this first quarter.
Jordan working around Longley, and Longley set a great low pick for him. Jordan working against Rice, and Jordan getting a step. Rice stays with him, and Jordan scores anyway.
Clock, even though he had the dribbler leveled off.
And here is Jordan. And Michael Jordan with a great move to the basket. Michael Jordan with 14 points here in the first quarter.
Waiting for his first punch. Okay. All the antagonizing
commentary there by Hubie, but a true one.
Yeah.
Here is Bill Wennington just coming in the game. When he have the ball, Michael Jordan, who has yet to score here in the second quarter. And that is that. Michael Jordan finally getting on the board here in the second quarter. On the first basket by the Bulls, and it takes them nearly 2 minutes of this second half. Turnover as Wesley lost the ball. Remember, turnovers really killed the Hornets in game 1. And Jordan wide open in the corner hits. Michael Jordan now with 18 points.
Now that time, Michael Jordan.
And they got several mezzanines here, Hubie. They go up pretty high at the United Center. Michael Jordan comes back with a basket and a flurry of hoops going on. Hornets lead by 1, 62-61, nearly halfway through this third quarter. Luke Longley sets it for Michael Jordan out of the triangle offense, and Michael Jordan now with 22. And a critical game is evidenced by the fact that both Glenn Rice and Scottie Pippen have played the entire game tonight for their respective teams. And Michael Jordan now, he's got to be more than a little upset. He's got 24. Longley had the big mismatch in his favor. Now Mason is on Michael Jordan. The fall away by Jordan, and he hits. And that was the way Jordan was beating Mason in game number 3 with the fall away. 2 points in the game, and the Bulls lead 81-76. Michael Jordan with a screen from Rodman. 28 points for Michael Jordan. 2 points in the game, and the Bulls lead 81-76. Michael Jordan with a screen from Rodman. 28 points for Michaal Jordan.
That's the third time, Dick, that he didn't go back door, that he ran that split cut and was wide open, and it's his third score off of that move.
Again, here is Mason down low against Rodman, and it's Jordan with the block. Michael Jordan, who is playing inspired basketball right now at both ends of the floor. And I'm sure the scrimmage with Glenn Rice had a lot to do with that.
No doubt about it, because what it did was it ignited the building. And a great defensive effort by Michael.
The Bulls had their biggest lead of 7. It is now a 6-point game. Plenty of time remaining, 6:25 in the fourth. Steve Kerr, how many times has Kerr hit the critical shot in the fourth quarter?
Well,
18 to go. Chicago on its way to moving into the conference finals. Brown finds Longley. Every possession critical now. Michael Jordan hits it.
Big.
30 points for Jordan, and the lead is 7. Timeout, Charlotte.
People foul right away. Okay, now they have the ball back. They can run more time. Or if it was a penalty situation, they'd be shooting the penalty, and they'd be increasing their lead.
Hornets have no more fouls to give, and Mason fouls Jordan. But they came a cropper against the Chicago Bulls tonight. And Michael Jordan, probably with more fire in his eyes than in any time in the playoffs at both ends of the floor, with his 31st point and the first time tonight from the free throw line.
No doubt about it, Dick. The confrontation definitely woke him up and got him going. And since then, he's been playing very spirited basketball.
He has 10 of his 18 points, or 10 of the Bull points here in the final quarter. Michael Jordan with a steal.
Here.
David Wesley fouls him, and Michael nearly scored with the left hand. No basket by Pippen. And the crowd on his feet, and they got what they wanted. The Chicago Bulls will finish off the Hornets in 5, as all the other teams have going into the conference final.
Now, this is just a good help by Dennis Rodman, because it forced Wesley right back into, B.J. Armstrong right back into Jordan for the steal.
And the next round against Indiana, Hubie.
Yes, right about during the year, 2-2. But during the year, Chicago had a lot of injuries. Indiana's playing at the top of their game right now, and it should be a fantastic a series, mainly because of the personalities involved.
Reggie Miller, Michael Jordan, Rick Smits, Luke Longley, and keep in mind that the Pacers did win one game at the United Center against the Bulls. But this one is history, and the Bulls did what they set out to do. Knock out the Charlotte Hornets and not having go back to Charlotte. And the final score as the Bulls defeat the Charlotte Hornets 93-84 as the Bulls knock out the Hornets in 5 and will now face the Indiana Pacers, who earlier tonight eliminated the New York Knicks also in 5. Let's go out to Craig Sager.
Well, thank you, Dick. A very tight game, a shootout between you and Glenn Rice until late in the game. Fourth quarter, standing right here, you and Glenn got into it. What happened, and how did that maybe inspire you down the stretch?
Well, it's two competitors trying to win the ball game, and he was setting some good screens. I thought he was moving a little bit. I started trying to get the call by running into the screen, and I ran into the screen a little bit too hard, and it offended him a little bit, and we said a couple of words, but I mean that shows the two competitors between the two of us.
A lot was made of Glenn Rice offensively and then Anthony Mason defensively on you. Who gives you the hardest time playing defense, and does it irritate you or challenge you?
Oh, it's a challenge. I never faced a team, faced one-on-one defense. I mean, certain teams play me with great awareness. When I get into the post, they certainly jump up there and, double team me and keep me out of the post. Mason, for a big guy, I'm pretty sure he's the strongest, and certainly he moves his feet very well. And, I had to use my quickness a little bit a couple of times, but for the most part, he played me very solid.
Obviously important for you to keep pace with Indiana since they beat New York tonight. What about that series? What do you think about the Pacers? I know you beat them down there towards the end, but they came back and beat you here the last meeting.
Well, they got a lot of confidence right now. Everybody's starting to get healthy for that team, and they present a lot of problems for us. And I think we have to play a lot better than what we played up to this point. I'm anticipating a great battle between the two teams. I mean, both teams are one on each other's floor, so I mean, there's no advantage there. I think whoever plays a solid basketball game for 48 minutes is going to win the game, and certainly we have to defend what we have to defend.
Are you going to get rest for your cold tonight, or are you going to Dennis Rodman's birthday party?
No, I'm going home.
All right, thanks a lot. I think so is Hubie. Let's go back to Dick.